4 goals, 3 points, first place in the league. And after that 90 minutes, it pretty much sums up what most of us already knew. This league title is over in the first week of August. Welcome back, guys, to Fog Football. And I know there will be some people that don't like that opener, that opening. But it's true, because Celtic today opened their Scottish Premiership campaign with a convincing 4-0 win against the 4th best team in Scotland. They made it look easy. It was never in doubt. It could have been a hell of a lot more than 4. And you compare this to what we've seen from their rivals on the other side of the city, then it's just completely night and day. Celtic performed like they were performing in pre-season yesterday. The blue side of Glasgow performed like they were performing in pre-season. And yeah, well, what can we say? One team's miles ahead of the other.
Yeah, that's it. Where are you now? Where are the... Oh, it's only pre-season brigade. Where are they? I need to know. I mean, see these people backing Rangers to win league titles and only saying it's pre-season. Only Celtic are going to get scudded in 8 Champions League games. Well, yeah, maybe they will, but they're still probably going to walk away with a treble, aren't they? At the end, no. You know, see this whole get. Oh, I'm going with my heart rather than my head. No. Because you've got no fucking brain to go with. If you actually think that Rangers had a chance of winning this league, it's embarrassing. You know what? You couldn't have handpicked a better tie for Celtic here in terms of like challenger, because Rangers and Hearts' pre-season was absolutely awful. At least KILLIE went toe to toe with a really good team in Belgium across 2 legs.
Yeah, held them out to only a goal per leg. Yeah, they conceded double against Celtic than what they did with Cercle Bruges in 2 games. So
Celtic signed no one, part for 2 goalies, and it looks like they've got 10 times better.
2 goalies. Celtic could have played this game with no goalies and they would have still won. That's the sad reality. So Celtic started on top. I mean, Kyogo looked so good today, I think. I mean, he didn't go on the score sheet, but fuck me, he probably could have had a hat-trick, to be fair.
He could have, again, that is a difference. It's like, yeah, he had an off day in front of goal, even though he was really good up to goal. But it's like, yeah, when you've got so many other talented players in your team, it doesn't really matter. And I say talented players, it's like you look at 3 of the 4 goal scorers, Scales, Kuhn and Ralston, all pish on paper, which some people would think...
Well, I think we need to cut Nicholas Kuhn some credit, or some slack, because he has actually looked really good in pre-season.
It's only pre-season, exactly, replicate it. No, but see the same people bashing fucking Scales and Ralston, right? And there's a lot of Celtic fans that do... See Liam Scales, he walks into that Rangers team, and that sickens me to even say that. See Ralston, fucking better defender than Tav. That sums up how bad Tav is.
Hey, hold on, don't get too far. Don't get too...
you think Tav's a better defender than Ralston?
I wouldn't say there's much in it, like, but I was going to say Tav gives you goals, but he didn't give you any yesterday, and Ralston did today. But here, this is a Celtic match review, so let's try and keep it just to Celtic and Kilmarnock for the meantime. Then towards the end of the video, we can talk about title credentials and all that shit.
Title credentials, it's over.
You think there's only one team with a shot?
Aye.
Well, there you go.
It was over weeks ago. Anyone with a fucking brain cell knew it was over weeks ago.
Right, anyway.
Well, you're not a real Rangers fan if you don't back them to win the league.
No, fuck that logic, man.
Alright, so Celtic multiple chances in the early parts of this match. They then got the breakthrough goal in the 17th minute. Greg Taylor passed it to Hatate, and Hatate pretty much just inside the box, I believe he was, right on the edge of it. He takes a shot. McCrory gets a hand to it, but it's not a strong enough hand to actually make the save, and the ball still goes in the back of the net. I mean, the defending was poor, and Hatate had a free shot at goal, but I don't think the finish was that great for Hatate, and I think the fact that it was close enough to McCrory should have probably saved this. So, yeah, Celtic take the lead, but, I mean, they worked so well to get chances up until this moment, and they couldn't take them. They were denied by Kilmarnock. I think it was disappointing that the goal that they did get, Kilmarnock kind of just handed it to them almost with how poor the defending was. But again, you thought maybe this goal would bring Kilmarnock out, and it just didn't really happen. I believe after 8 minutes into the game, Kilmarnock had 6 successful passes compared to Celtic.
11 minutes.
11 minutes. Kilmarnock had 6 successful passes. That's
a pass. That's a pass every 2 minutes.
Yeah, that's not good. So, yeah, I mean, Celtic were dominating from the get-go. It took them, though, to the 40th minute to get the second goal, and that's what I think really killed off this match. Scales with the header, Matt O'Reilly with the assist 2-0, 5 minutes for the break, and at this point, I just didn't see Kilmarnock doing anything. If it's 1-0, then you've always got a chance. You can get a set piece, corner, lucky break, counter-attack, something like that. But Kilmarnock were showing me nothing today that suggests that they were going to come back at Celtic Park for 2-0 down. And at half-time, it was deflated because it did feel like the game was over.
Yeah, the game was over at half-time. 2-0, it's done here. I mean, if KILLIE got a goal back, there's always half a chance, but you have to get that goal back first. As for the second half, Kuhn does a bit of a solo run, shoots, only takes a little deflection according to Chris Sutton, even though without this deflection, it's just not going into the back of the net. Here, see Chris Sutton, I thought he was an absolute fud at the highest degree on commentary in this game, but you know what? There's no one to shut him up. There's not one team across the fucking land that's going to shut this great guy up. Could have used a different word there.
Yeah,
but
I think Chris Sutton is pretty biased, man. We heard him today saying that, the Celtic goal, the Kuhn goal, only took a slight deflection. Then there's like offsides, and he can clearly see they're offside, and he's like, it's very tight. I mean, look, Sutton, you support the best team in the league by far. You're going to win another league title. You'll probably win a couple of cups to go with it. You don't need to protest every single decision. Even him screaming for a penalty at 3-0, it's like, calm your jets.
No, it's not.
The game's done. But it's not like for the incident he's begging for the penalty. He's still talking about the penalty decision 5-10 minutes later.
It's offside. Just deal with it. Yo, see if it's onside. Definite penalty. Absolutely. We've seen the Dundee game, right?
Well, I believe the commentator did say that VAR checked it and it was apparently onside. And they just didn't think there was enough in it to give a penalty. But by that point, Sutton kind of stopped talking about it, which I thought would have just enraged them more. But
I'm going to disagree because I think they did give it as offside, did they not? No, definitely.
I said it was onside. Just didn't think it was a penalty.
Right. Well, you know what? Either way, he needs to shut up about it. It's the victim mentality, man. They're 3-4-0 up and he's greeting about a penalty. Yeah, you know what? If it was onside, to me it looked like Kyogo was off. But anyway, let's say he was onside. Yeah, I think it is a penalty. McCrory wipes Kyogo out because he doesn't wipe him out. He could probably get around McCrory and tap it in. But it's like, it's not 0-0. You're not trailing 1-0, and I get it. A penalty's a penalty. It shouldn't matter the scenario in the game, but Jesus Christ, man. It's fucking embarrassing. But I think he does this partly to wind people up. Here, I'm wound up talking about it the now, so it worked, didn't it?
Yeah, Celtic continued to dominate. I mean, Kilmarnock had one opportunity to bring it back to 3-1. They didn't take it.
I predicted 3-1.
Celtic just, again, pummeling Kilmarnock, chance after chance after chance. O'Reilly getting shots away, Hatate getting shots away. Everybody was getting shots away. And eventually, it was a goal in the 91st minute. I believe a shot for Kyogo, forced a save by the goalkeeper. And then it was Ralston that finished up. Maybe it wasn't Kyogo, maybe it was someone else. But anyway, it was Ralston running in with the rebound. I think it was Kuhn, and Ralston with the rebound came in and he slotted it home. And you know what? Decent finish for Ralston. I get it, it's close to goal, but the angle was pretty tight. So I think we need to give Ralston a wee bit of credit. I wish we could have seen him do this in a Scotland shirt, but it wasn't to be. But he got the fourth goal for Celtic and it finished the match. It was well finished by here, but it put the icing on the cake for Celtic. 4-0, and that meant that not only have they won in convincing fashion, but they also end today top of the table with that final goal, rather than be joint top with St Mirren. So it's a good win for Celtic, a very good win against, like I said, a good Kilmarnock side who were made to look really, really poor today. You looked at Kilmarnock, and if you just looked at this Kilmarnock team and you didn't know that they were Kilmarnock, you'd have thought this was a team battling relegation. And that's partly down to how well Celtic played and just, dominated them and never allowed them into the game. So I think Celtic get a lot of praise for this. I mean, you could argue that KILLIE maybe didn't perform and they had that game in Europe midweek, and here that could be a factor, but Celtic took advantage of it, dominated the match, 32 shots to KILLIE's 5. Like I say, just complete domination. You compare that to the shots yesterday and the other big game that we had, and that is what a shitload more than Rangers got. I think Rangers had 9 in total.
Great performance for Celtic.
Almost double the amount of shots Hearts had as well.
Yeah,
so,
let's just move on to talk a bit about Rangers here, right?
Oh, let's not hold on here. Let's just
I want to knock. 10 seconds, right? All these people, oh, we just need to beat Celtic at Parkhead. How the fuck is that Rangers team beating this Celtic team? It's actually impossible.
I say it's impossible.
It's mission impossible. That Rangers
Tom
team,
Cruise.
you know what? At least he does his own fucking stunts. This Rangers team, make my blood fucking boil. I'm fuming.
I just calmed down. I had a few people saying they were worried about your mental health the other day there, so just
fucking strap in then.
Where's your brother? Where's Big Stevie Cool? Is he alright? He's took it bad. It's like, fuck, I don't know. Anyway, so Celtic did finish with a 4-0 win. Great performance for them. Obviously, you know, champions getting their season underway, and it looks like they're going to be champions again. Who was the standout player today, in your opinion? I mean, there's a bunch to choose from. It's actually hard to pick one, to be fair. The only player that... Schmeichel didn't perform for me because he had nothing to do.
Yeah.
Right. Other than that, though, I mean, everyone played well.
I'll get to Rio Hatate. I thought he was...
I was going to suggest Hatate. I thought Kyogo was great, but I can't really give Kyogo the man of the match award when he didn't score a goal and there was 4 to be taken. But, I mean, you look at the Celtic team, it was probably a load of 8s and 9s across the board.
That's it.
So, yeah.
That's it for this vid.
Yep, Paolo Bernardo on the bench, didn't even get off the bench. So
he didn't get off it, but...
does that show you how strong the Celtic squad is, or is that more of a case of, he just signed and they didn't want to play him?
I don't know, man. I'm going to assume he's fit.
But we look at Bernardo, didn't play the day, but he was on the sub bench. We look at Rangers, Proper was signed. He didn't play, but yet Hearts managed to sign Malachi, really early Saturday morning. He made the squad, so strange.
It's just scary to think. People are hanging on to the fact that Celtic, hopefully they stand still because they're not making any signings. If this is them standing still, what are they going to do when they actually start moving forward? By the way,
yeah, and they've still got Dyson Maida to come back into the team.
Yep.
No Dyson Maida today, which I thought was obviously a loss because I think he is one of Celtic's better wide players, but with the form that Kuhn is on, can you argue that maybe Kuhn has replaced Maida?
Probably.
Or would it be more of a case of maybe Kuhn and Maida with Forrest dropping to the bench?
They'll probably let Maida start when he's due that, quarterly walk of James Tavernier every Old Firm.
What would you say the Celtic front three is? Best front three going into this season? Everyone fit, everyone ready, everyone available. What is the starting Celtic attacking three for you?
For me, probably... on form, Kuhn.
I'm saying
Kuhn, Maida, Furuhashi.
I'm saying Kyogo down the middle, Maida on the left, and Kuhn on the right. Anyway, guys, that's pretty much it. Good performance for Celtic, great performance for Celtic. Top of the table. We're used to seeing them there. I thought maybe that we were going to see St Mirren at least be top for 1 week, but nah. Celtic had other plans. They made sure that they go top in a convincing win against Kilmarnock. Kilmarnock, tough defeat for them, but at least they don't have to play Celtic for a while, and Derek McInnes will look to now get some wins under his belt and move his team forward. As for Celtic, I think they've got 2 games in a row now against Hibernian coming up, 1 in the league, 1 in the cup. We've seen Hibernian lose by 3-0 today. We'll talk more about that in the review show, but I was predicting a pretty difficult season for Hibs under David Gray, and I think that may have just confirmed it. So, Hibernian not looking too good. Celtic looking pretty great though. We'll catch you in the next one. 1 more game left to go. Aberdeen St Johnstone. Can one of them win by 5-0 and finish week 1 top of the table? We'll have to wait and see. But that's it. Catch you in the next one, guys. Been Fog Football. Till next time. Peace.